He was exiting the shopping center, latte in one hand, car keys in the other, when his gaze caught a girl pleading by the pavement. Her hair was matted, her eyes empty, her attire tattered. Yet her face, it broke his heart, because 12 years back she was his heart's delight, the one who vanished without a word. He had despised her for it, believed she'd deceived him. But today, everything was set to shift. If tales of redemption, buried sorrow, and profound empathy stir your soul, please hit like on this video and subscribe to Kindness Tales Stories, because what you're about to see might mend something within you too. It was a crisp Thursday night when Ethan stepped out of the Pinewood Mall in Michigan. He had just grabbed a birthday present for his mom, a modest lilac scarf she'd love but never wear. At 30, Ethan had carved out a calm, thriving life. An engineer, single, and the sort of man who seldom grinned without cause. His colleagues dubbed him reliable, dutiful, never impulsive. But those who truly knew him, few as they were, said he'd never been whole since high school, since her. As he rounded the bend toward the parking lot, his pace slowed. There, huddled by the garbage bins near the food court, was a girl, frail, dusty, her jeans ripped at the knees. She stretched out a hand as people passed, some ignoring her, others casting sympathetic looks, but no coins. Ethan rarely glanced at beggars. Not because he lacked compassion, but because the weight of not aiding all always gnawed at him. But this time, something in him stilled, a strange pull. His heart, quiet and numb for years, suddenly thudded like an alarm. He turned slowly, his eyes sharpened. Her chin dipped low, her face partly veiled by tangled hair. But her nose, those lips, the scar near her right temple. No. He stumbled closer. "Emma," he murmured, the name barely escaping. His lips. She looked up, puzzled then shocked for a brief moment. They locked eyes. Her gaze widened. She dropped her tin cup. Ethan stepped back, his mind reeling to the summer of 2013. The golden meadows, the school prom, the promise rings they swapped behind the church. She had cherished him once, then disappeared. No call, no letter, just gone. His friends claimed she fled with another. His heart accepted it, carrying that heartache like a boulder in his chest for years. Now here she was, Emma, begging, silent, shattered. He wanted to yell, to demand why she'd wrecked him for every other woman. Why she'd lied, cheated, abandoned him when he adored her like no other. But she looked nothing like the traitor he'd pictured for 12 years. Her lips quivered, her eyes brimmed with tears. She rose slowly, hands trembling. "Ethan," he gripped his fists. "I thought you were gone, married, anything but this." She laughed, a sharp, broken sound. "In many ways, I did perish." His heart ached. He hated that even now, in this state, she could stir something in him. "Why did you flee?" She looked away, pressing her lips tight. "Don't you owe me that?" he whispered. She met his gaze. "Do you recall Tommy?" Ethan blinked. "Your brother." She nodded. 12 years ago, Tommy died. A car struck him. I was watching him that night. My mom was at work. I turned away for one moment and her voice cracked. I couldn't live with myself. I blamed myself every day. I still do. Ethan felt like the air had been knocked out of him. Emma wiped her tears, continuing, "I was too ashamed to tell anyone. I thought if I stayed, I'd crumble completely, so I fled. I didn't betray you, Ethan. I just broke." There it was. The truth. Raw, simple, bleeding. All those years he'd despised her for something that wasn't her fault. His chest tightened. A storm raged in him. Anger, grief, guilt, and something else he didn't dare name. "Why didn't you return?" "Aren," he asked. She gave a sad smile. "Because I didn't think I deserved love. Not after what happened." A silence fell between them, heavy. Then Ethan did, something he hadn't in years. He reached out and took her hand. She gasped. "What are you doing?" "Helping you," he said simply. "Just like you once helped me. Believe in love." Emma sat quietly in the passenger seat of Ethan's truck as he drove through the silent streets. She clutched a borrowed jacket around her, thin frame, her fingers shaking, not just from cold but from years of pain. The heater hummed softly, and for the first time in years she felt warmth that wasn't from sunlight or grimy steam vents outside stores. He took her to a nearby diner, not lavish, but tidy and quiet. They sat in a corner booth. She ordered soup and water. He ordered black coffee. As she ate slowly, Ethan watched her, studying her face, the way she flinched with every move. Life had been harsh to her. "Where have you been all these years?" he asked gently. "Everywhere," she replied. "Shelters, bus stops. For a time, I cleaned homes. Then I fell ill, fell behind on everything. One thing led to another." He swallowed hard. "You never reached out to anyone." She looked down. "Pride is a funny thing. Shame is worse." Ethan recalled how stubborn she used to be. Bold to a fault. The kind of girl who'd confront a guy twice her size if he mocked her friends. She wasn't the type to beg. Yet here she was. "Do you still blame yourself for Tommy?" Her eyes watered. "Every day." Ethan leaned closer. "You were 16. It was an accident. You didn't kill him, Emma." She flinched at the nickname. No one had called her that in over a decade. He continued, "He wouldn't want this life for you. You know, that." She wiped her eyes. "I don't know what to do anymore." Ethan reached into his jacket and placed a card on the table. "I have a spare room at my place. Stay there until you're ready." Her eyes widened. "Ethan, I can't accept." "Yes, you can," he interrupted stern, softly, "because I think fate led me to that corner today." She stared at the card. Her hands trembled as she picked it up. "Why are you doing this?" He paused. "Because I never stopped loving you. I just buried it under hurt." Her breath caught. "Stay, please." And so she did. Weeks passed. Emma began healing, body, mind, spirit. Ethan helped her apply for counseling, guided her back to the world of the living. Some nights she wept herself to sleep. Other nights they sat under the stars talking about the past like it belonged to someone else. One evening, on the porch, Emma turned to him. "Do you really still love me?" Ethan nodded. "I never got closure. Maybe because my heart never wanted it." She reached for his hand. "I don't know if I deserve this second chance." He smiled. "Then let's not call it that. Let's call it grace." They didn't kiss. Not yet. But in that quiet, something healed. Two wounded souls found peace in each other again. If this story moved your heart, please like this video and subscribe to Kindness Tales Stories for more heartfelt, powerful tales of compassion, loss, and love. Let's keep kindness alive, one story at a time.